at us. What is the importance to our history of our El Paso Juarez streetcars?
Big stuff. Bring them back. That's great.
Yeah. That's a project the city's taking on, well, of course, with TxDOT funding.
The state gave them $95 million, take it or leave it.
$97 million,
They took it. That's great.
Yeah.
No, I think the city embracing the streetcars is a great idea.
Yeah.
And I would like to see them follow the old streetcar route, going up San Antonio, El Paso Street, and Stanton into Juarez.
Well, you know, the city...
I know they're going to go to UTEP or some other direction, but in the future.
It could work out.
Right. The council, a few meetings ago, directed staff to look into having the streetcars cross into Ciudad Juarez. So it's something they're looking into long term.
Great.
We have an email saying, why don't these two gentlemen put up their own money for historic preservation
We do every day.
instead of blaming
Good
everyone
Lord.
for not wanting to pay for what they claim is everyone's history? It seems like there's always someone who wants to tell people what to do with their own property.
That man is ignorant.
That's bold.
He puts his own money in his books. I put my own money in videos. We go after grant money. It has nothing to do with it.
And we don't get rich off it.
And no, I drive an old car now
We even
because I
lose
want
money sometimes.
Yeah.
That's very ignorant thought.
We do it because we have the passion.
You know, and I think his point is it's expensive to remodel these buildings, and it's easy to talk about historic preservation. The actual doing of it is hard. Even getting the grants is
Look
difficult.
at the other cities and how successful they have been, and tell me why we can't do that. Look at Tucson and look at Las Cruces and ask them what happened to their center cores, their old historic buildings. They are lamenting to this day. Both of those organizations, both of those cities, are sad that they lost their center cores back in the 70s and 80s.
And
They'd love to have what we have.
South El Paso Street could have been like 6th Street in Austin. They preserved a lot of their old buildings going back to the 1870s and 1880s. They have the original facades. A lot of the facades in downtown El Paso have been destroyed, and they don't have the original fixtures on them.
But there's enough left to make a heck of a place here for historic tourism, for buildings.
And Dan tweeting, how does having rich history help boost our economy?
Tourism. There's 17 million vehicles on I-10 annually. If you can get a fraction of those to stop off and spend a tourist dollar, they'll do it if they know about it. But all they know about is what Anderson Cooper tells them about Juarez.
They'll flock to El Paso.
Sure they will.
If you
great
go
stuff.
to Santa Fe, New Mexico,
Yeah.
it's saturated with tourism. They know how to promote it over there.
Yeah.
We don't.
Right.
You have a number of people in each other's way here. And the agendas need to go forward as a unit.
We're
That's
very
what
backwards.
Remember when Westfall was mayor? He sort of led the parade of getting people to focus on history. He put in the archaeology museum, which should be promoted. It's unique. We should promote archaeology here. We don't even touch it. They don't even have a director now. They should put a director in that place and zoom that out into the future. We should be great with archaeology because it's everywhere here. We have one of the few archaeology museums in the entire Southwest.
Ruben tweeting, is there any video footage of the Mexican Revolution? HBO made a film of it and starring Pancho Villa.
You know that one.
Well, that to me was not a good portrayal of Pancho Villa. I saw it when it premiered here at the Civic Center. Banderas was the main actor portraying Pancho Villa. And Hollywood does not do good portrayals of historical figures. Not only Pancho Villa, it's also Billy the Kid, and I can go on and on. The best source to get a good portrayal of a person is to read their autobiographies or read historical books.
And the best way to get that is to do movies. Why don't we make movies out of all this stuff? A movie company could do a great service to us, and we could have a lot of good footage out there, a lot of good subjects, if we could do television and movies about our history. The Salt Wars in San Luis. I mean, we could go on and on about the topics that would make great television.
Yeah. Ruben tweeting, my house in Clint, 2 blocks behind the San Lorenzo Church, is 100 years old and made of adobe.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're out of time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nice to see you. Thank you again. And thanks for joining us on ABC7 Extra. We hope you found this insightful. We'll see you next week. Bye.